relish in that opportunity
No way.
and acquire some of those agents.
No way.
Hey, that's my prediction.
EXP and Compass could not be different brands.
I
there
agree.
could not be different models. Welcome to the iBuyer Experiment. Today we're going to go through our 2022 top 5 predictions that we made last year.
Dang.
And we're going to see how right we were or wrong we were.
Well, hold on. Before we jump into that, can you guys believe that it's already the end of 2022?
We say that every year.
I'm not going to lie. It seems like just
Again, it's been a rough year.
A few seconds ago that we were making the predictions of 2022. And the Tampa was going to be the hottest market, and everything was, amazing, and, all was still right in the world because interest rates were 2%.
Tampa's kind of still the hottest market.
I know
right now.
it is, but
Things are still amazing, Elliot.
in Florida, the markets actually still seem to be doing.
You got running
decent.
water, I have a toilet, a shower.
The sky hasn't
warm
completely
bed.
fallen.
Yes.
There is no negative other than what you create in your own brain.
Oh.
He's getting all philosophical.
Yes. All right, well, let's dive in. So we made 5 predictions last year. What was the number 1 prediction?
Wait, were all of them wrong?
And let's
Probably
No.
no, not all of them are wrong.
I think we went like 2 for 5.
So let's hear it. What was,
All right,
what was the
number
first one?
There will be a broker for the land in the metaverse.
Who even said that one? Was that Jay? I'm just kidding.
I think these were like collective predictions. We all got on board with them.
Well, maybe there is a broker.
In the metaverse?
Yeah. Have you Googled it?
No.
No.
Yeah, Jay's all, maybe I was right. Let's do a little R&D on this.
So
real
Yes,
quick.
we do.
the
It's
Metaverse
the
group.
Metaverse group here.
Okay, so it came. No, it's
Oh, are
legit.
you serious?
They have a website. They
Yep.
bring your brand
I
into
guess
the
so that's
metaverse.
kind of an actually a realized prediction. All right, who's got number 2? Want me to read it off?
Yeah, go for it.
Zillow will make a comeback in the cash offer capacity in some way.
So
Ding,
let's
ding, ding,
just-
ding, ding.
Okay, we got that one right.
We definitely won that one. So let's explore that one because I don't think it's actually been talked about that much, and I realize it's because it still hasn't consummated, taken place yet. Those of you that don't know that are listening, Zillow has a partnership that they are doing with Open Door. So they are going to start displaying Open Door's instant cash offer solution to buy your home on Zillow. So I believe how it's supposed to work is you'll be able to Zillow, get a Zestimate on your house, and you will have the get an instant cash offer button on your home, and that offer will be furbished to you.
Well, do we
by
really know that that's
Open Door.
what's going to happen? Because
I
it
don't
hasn't
know.
happened yet. And
Yep, I don't know.
And like Redfin came in after the Open Door and Zillow partnership and said they were going to be doing the same thing with Open Door, and they executed it right away. And all of a sudden,
It was like right away.
You have the Open Door offer. So why isn't Zillow? You say consummate. Why hasn't consummated yet? Is
Wrong
it
choice of words there,
has
Elliot.
it spoiled? Maybe
Oh,
we haven't
maybe.
heard about it yet.
Maybe.
Maybe that's my prediction for
Maybe-
2023.
ooh,
Is
that's
it's
actually-
spoiled,
That's
and maybe
that's a
Open
good one.
Door is
Maybe
not going to be partnered with Zillow.
maybe the Eric Wu fallout didn't sit so well with Rich Barton.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems weird that they're not doing anything yet. You know, they came out hot and heavy that they were going to be partnering, and then nothing happened.
And that was
It's like
in what, August?
Crickets. You had the crickets
Yep.
thing.
I
over
believe
there?
it was
Yep,
in
it's been-
August.
It's
in a
been
few
a minute.
months. Yeah.
Definitely enough that you would
There
think
you
that they
go.
would be implemented
There's
by
the
now.
crickets.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Zillow came out with recent news that they acquired a media company, BRX or something like that, media company. And so they're really trying to streamline adding that to showing time,
Yeah,
maybe building out more of a seller suite so that
Yep.
sellers could potentially list their home easily and better on the Zillow Make Me Move.
That could be a prediction that we talk about too, is all of these individualized platforms starting to really sell and move, and is there going to be more of an emergence, an opportunity for the sellers to sell their house themselves without an agent?
It's sure a push.
It sure is.
It definitely is. But also, I think that part of that prediction for Zillow entering back into the iBuying and power buying space, they are coming back as a power buyer. Like we've seen that. And again, not implemented yet, But
Gotta
I
put
think
it.
it's too good of an opportunity for them to pass up on.
Okay, number 3, predictions revisited.
CoStar will continue to make splashes in residential real estate.
Okay, so that's happening.
Definitely.
That is definitely happening. CoStar and Homes.com, and many say that Zillow's recent acquisition of the media company was to kind of combat what might come with the CoStar and Homes.com kind of partnership. So
I heard another prediction that CoStar will buy Matterport.
Ooh, I haven't heard that.
Interesting.
Let's give, and there again, I think, most of our listener base is obviously agents, lenders, title, etc. And I think that the power of CoStar sometimes in our industry is like overlooked, right? I feel like a lot of times
They're the only
people
ones making money. Did you see their third quarter? They blew it out of the water.
Did they crush it? I didn't
crushed it, and then they cut like 100 employees
just to be safe.
just to be safe, I guess.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like their worth as a company is far beyond like a Zillow, far beyond Open Doors. You know,
it's like 10 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I just feel like that the industry in general does not realize who the true 800-pound gorilla is, and a lot of context, it is CoStar. So I don't know, little tidbit for you.
Okay, number 4, Amazon will jump back into real estate space in 2022.
That is a flop. That did not happen. Did not happen.
Well, I'll tell you what's providing an Amazon-like experience.
Zoodealio.
That's right. Get a menu
With
of options.
Menu of
Yeah, our
options.
experiment brought to you by
Enable or
Zoodealio.
accept an offer right from in your offer
Shameless
dashboard.
plug. All right.
And number 5, Open Door will come out with a product named Exclusives. We got that one right. I'm just kidding.
I was like, dude, that was pretty good.
What was 5?
Just kidding.
iBuyer market share will grow to 5% on the national as a whole. I think just for context, right? Because it definitely is going to still probably be that. Maybe in some markets it might be at 5%, but as a whole on a national level, that's a. So last year it was one of their best performing years in 2021, and as a market as a whole, I think it was like 1.8%, 1.9%, somewhere right in there. And they crushed it in certain markets. So that's a.
In 2022, what was it?
I think it's gonna be a little bit over 2%. I mean, it's still too soon to tell. The year's not over yet.
True.
However.
Yep. So I mean, there's a lot of shifts. So what are like now that we have an opportunity to look at the year and rewind? What are some things that happened that we just didn't see?
Open Door lost $1 billion in one quarter.
Yeah, I didn't see that happening.
We didn't see that coming.
No, we didn't see that coming, but we didn't see the interest rates coming from 3% or under 3% to over 6.
They literally doubled.
Over 7. Actually, didn't it go to 7? It hit 7, right?
It did hit 7.
Yeah, so it went further than doubled. Almost tripled.
I did not see Eric Wu getting the boot. I'm
Did
still
he
shocked by that.
get the boot? I don't know if you actually got the boot.
Oh, you think he voluntarily stepped down to president of Marketplace?
Well, I think he did. Yeah. But I don't know if it was, it's obviously because
I mean, come on. Right after losing $1 billion in quarter 3.
To get the investors feeling good about it again.
There's a thought. I didn't see inflation. I knew it was coming, but as fast as it hit, as wide as it hit, I didn't see it.
So Ray Dalio has been preaching about any time the central bank prints the insane amount of money that it printed during the pandemic. He talked about any time central banks print money that you're going to see inflation. He's been preaching this like loud and proud all over, and we didn't see it coming.
Well, I'm not going to say I didn't see inflation coming, but the rate at where, at times, and this is obviously just a micro product, but you had eggs that were up 100%, 150%, right? Like little things like that. I didn't see that. That inflation is going to hit, especially when they were candidly giving away free money and encouraging people to almost not work or work from home, those types of things, like you said, where there was a false infusement of capital in an economy. So yes,
wasn't it?
Did see that.
Inflation was transitory, right? Transitory, and that was.
And now it's runaway. Now it's runaway.
Now
Transitory inflation. Oh, I love economist talk. We should get an economist on. I think it would be
That would be fun, actually.
We have Fabian. Fabian's the economist.
What else did we not see?
Well, this is more just being a part of certain stuff in the industry that maybe not every agent gets to experience. But some of these institutional buyers that are buy and hold investors, I didn't see them just completely dipping out of the game and freezing. Several of them for months, some of them still right now. I did not see that coming. I mean, maybe a slowdown or a little more conservative on their offer. Sure.
They're a lot more conservative on their
offer. A lot more.
Yeah, so I didn't see that. And, that's always not fun, but, we'll get through it, and they'll get through it. Work out.
Is it in 2021, they like 30% of all transactions investors, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it was obnoxiously high.
And then I'm sure part of 2022 there was
the first 4 or 5 months, it was still super
hot and
strong.
heavy.
I wonder what it comes
Hot.
out to by the end of the year. If it's like 5%,
And I think
10%,
I think we're
way
going
it
to settle
filtered.
in the tens or teens.
10s or teens.
Mhm.
Okay. So what will it be next year? I think they're going to start buying again the next half, the second half of the year.
I could see second half.
Okay, so is that a prediction?
That's my prediction.
Institutional activity will pick up in second half of 2023?
Second half, yes. I think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see the interest rates tick down even more. Inflation really get a hold of, or really get a handle of things, chill out, and start to come down. It's not going to come down like, not going to drop like it did when it went up, but yeah, I think they'll start to pick up. Yep.
Yeah, before we go on to other predictions, I have one other thought on this too, because this is part of the anomaly to me that actually, I don't want to say has me concerned, but kind of has me concerned. So a lot of them were so hot and heavy because rents were on the up and they were projected across the nation for a lot of investors to compound at 10% essentially, right? And when you look at it, a lot of the rents, I mean, I realize that it's not, the demand isn't quite there, but I mean, you really haven't seen rents drop that much. So I'm curious, why are they? Like, there's still a housing shortage. There's still a lot of demand. There's certainly not like vacant rentals all over the place. Why have they laid off the throttle? I mean, I realize that, some of their formulas, affordability, the inflation factor, all those types of things that they're paying attention to, but most of them are buying the houses based on cap rates, right? Or rate of return on the investment of the property, not appreciation.
Well, what's happening in multifamily? Is there an influx of new multifamily? Because you drive around the Phoenix market and, places like Gilbert, and all you see are apartment complexes under construction, brand new, now leasing.
Ugh.
And so I'm wondering if the shift has been to multifamily. Have you looked at those numbers?
I haven't. So that's good insight. Good thought.
That could be the reason. I mean, I think rents have come down a little, and there are more vacancies. I was just reading that there are more vacancies.
I know that there's more vacancies, but not a crazy number is what I was saying.
No, it's still extremely low. I mean, I can't recall the number, but it was super low. But what I'm thinking is there's more multifamily, so there's more options out there in the marketplace. And then also what I'm also reading is that the institutional buyers are really being squeezed by exproportionately more. For instance, like property taxes have went up across the board, across markets.
Very valid.
And so there's a lot of costs that they're now incurring that they weren't.
That they're going to have to put in their purchasing formula.
Not only that,
Good
but
thought.
it's
Good insight.
factoring into their portfolio performance as well.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I think we should research multifamily and get some clarity on what's happening with housing as far as that's concerned too.
That really is a good thought, because obviously those are massive projects, right? Those are $10 million, $20 million, $50 million projects, when those go up, and there's a ton of research inside that. And I wonder if they are looking at like, hey, that's going to be competition in a certain amount of time. I'm going to lay off the throttle because people will go pay $2,000 for a brand new apartment versus $2,000 for my 1,500 square foot house that's 20 years old or 10 years old, right? I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
All right.
All right.
Whose prediction is up?
So, okay, I have a prediction because it's all over right now. And I think that in 2023, we are going to see AI being used in mass by small business. So if you haven't played around with ChatGPT yet, you've got to. It's really cool. I went in there today and I asked it to write a listing description for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a lot of upgrades. And it gave me this massive description about natural light and open floor plan.
It's awesome.
I know, it was really cool. So what I think is you're going to see more small businesses, especially more real estate agents, using AI in their marketing. I mean, Jasper's been around for a while. I know a lot of us have played around with that, but you're going to see that. And I know that this Lensa AI just kind of blew up Instagram. I have not seen something take over Instagram that quickly like the Lensa AI did. I mean, it's insane. Everybody
it made everyone look like superstars.
I know.
You know?
I know.
And you had to pay for it.
Let me draw. Let me draw you. Let me draw you. Is essentially
I
what it
went
came
in
down
there
to.
and like I
uploaded. Did you do yours, Fabian?
Nope. Pay $11.
Yeah, I went in there and uploaded my photos, and then it's like pay $11.99. I'm all screw this.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't need to see this for $12. So.
Especially in the real estate community. I'm sorry, y'all. I love you. I'm one of you. But that realtors went nutso with that, and it was almost like they went back to like those Photoshop photos, right? The agents that's got the 20-year photo.
What's it called?
Now it's going to be the AI photo.
The glamour shots.
Yeah,
the glamour shots. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
AI shots.
I know. Realtors won't update their headshot for 20 years, but they'll go spend $12 to have Lensa AI make them an artificial photo.
Come on.
So interesting. I think AI is definitely going to be a driver in 2023.
Hold on real quick, though. I love that thought. For the reason why is like copy is becoming more and more important, right? Meaning ad copy, what you write around the description of your property, copy on a website, copy on an ad, copy in a email campaign, all those types of things. So the use case scenarios for this to communicate your value proposition very clearly, value. That's all I'm going to say. But mad value.
Are we just going to get a bunch of like all the same? It's all going to be the same.
At what point?
You're like, oh yeah, this person used the same AI as this because it's like literally the same.
That's a really good point, Jay.
I mean, because you said a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a lot of upgrades. What if it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath basement? A lot of upgrades. It didn't have natural light or.
Yeah, it's going to spin it in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know. All right, what's yours, Keith?
I kind of have predictions. One's going to be not a little selfish because, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. So how about that?
Ooh.
I'm going to manifest it. But for one, I'm in agreement with you, Jay. I think when you said the second half of the year, I don't know if you mean like literally 6 months. I think that these buy and hold institutional buyers are going to figure out and be more confident where the market's headed and go, hey, there's not quite as much uncertainty in this roller coaster ride that we've been on, that let's, figure out how to get back in the game strong. It's going to look different. I don't think they're going to buy properties at the prices that they were buying at, meaning, literally above what they're worth. But I think their offers are going to be better. They're going to be more competitive. People aren't going to want to have their house sit on the market for months. And I think we're going to see them come back into the game very big, very heavy, starting the very beginning of the second quarter. So I think the first, 90 days of 2023, they're going to get things figured out. And then all of a sudden they're going to come back in really strong. Then my other one is the cash plus acceptance from where we're currently at now, I think is going to 10x between starting in the beginning of 2023, and we can say that was a true result by the end of the year.
Well, hell yeah, I'm on board with that one. I love that prediction.
That's the
Let's do it.
Our internal trend that's already happening.
Yes.
And as agents, as more members join the Zoodealio Club and get more familiar with it and see how truly powerful that is, all the benefits, it's just going to continue to keep taking off.
Yeah. And now a quick commercial brought to you by Zoodealio. The Cash Offer Plus gives you all the certainty and convenience and still ensures you never leave money on the table. Now back
to our regular programming.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I actually have a few predictions in my head as we're thinking about this, but I think I'm going to go with this one. Redfin, Zillow, and Opendoor will all save their models by pushing traditional real estate practices. They will push their way back into profitability because they are all fantastic lead magnets. You will see them grow their agent base. You will see them grow traditional transactions, buyer's agents, listing agents, and just regular traditional practices, but still all led with the cash offer hook to acquire those clients and the hook of the other value propositions that they bring to buyers to capture those leads.
Not Realtor.com?
I think Realtor.com is not really in that
That's
mix.
my next prediction. In 2023, Realtor.com teams up with the company Trade-In Holdings to put the Cash Plus offer all across the country at a much higher level.
Boom. Love it. Oh,
I like that.
I have one other one too. I think that's definitely a little bold and kind of shake it up a little bit. I believe the realtor population will drop by 10%.
That's it.
I think that's
it.
That's massive. What are you talking about? 1.6 million. I'm talking about losing 160,000 agents.
I think it's going to go down more. In fact, I talked about that yesterday on my coaching call. I think that the realtor population is going to dramatically decrease because
I think it'll be a 2-3 year span that we go that massive. But I'm saying 1 year we're going to lose 10%.
No, it's going to be faster. I think it's going to be faster. Here's why: the seasonally adjusted average or the seasonally adjusted prediction for home sales next year is about 4.1 million.
4.1 it fell to now. I mean, I thought it was 4.25, 4.5.
So that's for this year. That's what we're tracking. And and Lawrence Yun came out and said that he believes that there's going to be a 7% decrease. So it's going to be about 4.1 million transactions. So at 4.1 million transactions with 1.6 million realtors, that's only 2.5 transactions per realtor. So I think we're going to see realtor count go down even lower.
2?
I don't know, 1.4.
Oh. I like it. I mean, I don't like it. Is that bad to say? I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it.
I think there are too many.
Yeah,
there are too many.
Like it.
And it really, I think that the cream's going to rise to the top.
Oh.
Yeah, we might as well just clarify that. We're agents ourselves. It's not hating on anybody. We're in an industry that we need to take our game to the next level. And when there's so many people that have that type of licenses and they don't practice full-time, they don't truly comprehend fiduciary and giving that service at the highest level possible, that's where sometimes these home sellers are putting us one step above or sometimes one step below a car salesman.
I know.
And we got to get that shit out of our industry.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, they got to run their business as a business, and they got to be able to just really kind of serve their clients at a much bigger and a better capacity. The consumer has demanded a better product in the agent, right? Like, be a market expert. Parting thought, I was actually just listening to a podcast, a podcast, a thought leadership, Earl Nightingale, one of the godfathers of thought leadership space. And he said, how do you create security in an unsecure time? Be an expert. It really resonated with me. So
uncertainty is not your enemy. It is your opportunity.
Yep.
So we are definitely in uncertain times, but you can do things in these times to really position yourself as the expert and, I believe, get an unfair share.
Hell yeah. Go out and get your unfair share.
All right, so let's do some predictions on stocks here. Like,
oh, Jay's got one more prediction. I'm trying to wrap up the show here, and Jay's like,
Jay's is like, okay,
hold
wait,
hold on, I got one more.
No, this is good.
All right, hit us, Jay.
So Zillow is at $36 right now.
Okay.
What do you predict Zillow is going to be at?
At the end of
2023?
I'm going to go with 52.
And say, I think up.
52? Okay. What do you think, Keith?
I don't keep an eye on that often. Sure, that sounds good. Somewhere
52.
between 50 to 65.
265.
Big spread.
I don't think they're going to go up into the 50s. I could see. My thought is.
But you just said you think that they're going to use their lead magnets.
I know. I think it's going to be great.
But you don't think they're going to go up?
I don't think they're going to go up that much. I think real estate tech stocks are going to be looked at a very scrutinous eye this entire year until it all filters out. My prediction for them is they will go up, but it's going to be somewhere but the 45-ish.
45-ish. Okay, Redfin's at $5. What do you think Redfin's going to be at?
14.
14?
I don't even know what they...
Just
I don't
shoot
keep
it.
up with them at
Just
all.
shoot at it.
10.
10.
Well, I'll go somewhere in the middle on that one. 12.
12. Okay, I think Redfin's going to be about 25. I think Zillow's going to be about 65. Open Door's $1.44. What do you think Open Door's going to be at?
Damn, that's hard to believe that they're at $1.44.
I think by the end of the year they're gonna recover. I've said that in the last one.
Keith likes this one. He's watching this one.
I think it'll go up 10x.
So
10x.
So you think it's like
about like
13?
So that would be $14.
Yeah, I think if people, yeah, I think
I'm with you on that
I think
one.
we'll see a
14. Okay.
I think they're going to get back north of 10.
North of 10.
Well, I'm looking at their gross margin of the properties that they're acquiring now, and they're doing very well. And so I think it's going to take a quarter or two to prove that they're back on track. I think that the new CEO, Carrie Wheeler, is going to make some drastic cuts in the organization. She's going to get real lean. They're going to focus on profitability. So I'm going to go with 17.
Wow. Bold.
17. Okay, I'm going to go with $8. So OfferPad, 67 cents. Where do you think OfferPad's going?
Oh my gosh. OfferPad's going to be delisted.
Yep.
They may be taken private, and they're going to do well, but they won't publicly report numbers any longer.
Okay, what do you think, Keith?
wow. I mean, I know that their numbers are pretty good, so I think they'll
As
try
a
to
company,
I'll say they'll try to hang on as long as possible, and maybe they'll stay around where they're at, or maybe get a 10 or 20 cent increase.
I'm with Kayla. Delisted, acquired merger of some sort. I think that they're going to perform okay as a company, but I think the Wall Street, investors' confidence lacks.
I think it's karma for making frivolous lawsuits against small companies. That's what I think it is.
I think it's the sweater vest.
Okay, so I think they're
The
going to...
Bill Gates vest.
I think they're going to be at like $4, but I think they are going to do a reverse split and to not be delisted. EXP, $12. What do you think EXP is going to be?
Ooh, I like it.
Well, there's a lot of big players in the game pushing, so I think they're gonna go up.
I do too.
I don't know how much. Let's just say somewhere between $2 to $5.
$2 to $5. So like 14 to 17. Okay.
I think that I need more information. What I'd want to know is, of the agent population at EXP, there's 70,000, right? So
Give or take, yeah.
I'd like to know how many of those agents have been in the business for 3 years or less, because if it's a large percentage of their population, their agent population, then I actually don't think they're going to do very well this year.
I'll drop out.
That's really good insight, actually.
Yeah.
Really good thought. It almost shifts my thinking a bit. But here's my original thought. Compass, I think, is going to
Compass is next, so you got EXP.
Well, I think Compass is going to go kaput. And I think that some of those agents...
So bankrupt? Kaput means bankrupt,
Yeah,
right?
I think that
So
they're gonna I don't want to say bought or yeah, I could absolutely see a bankrupt.
They have about
I think that there's going to be a
3
mass exodus at Compass, and I think EXP is going to absolutely relish in that opportunity and acquire some of those agents.
No way.
Hey, that's my prediction.
EXP and Compass could not be different brands.
I
there
agree.
could not be different models in the real estate space. I'm telling you, the Compass agent is not going to jump to EXP.
I think that
that
Compass
is not
paid for their agents.
That is
and
not, but
that's-
it's not the same agent. The Compass agent is the agent
No.
that's all about the brand, the service, the swagger. The
Which-
EXP agent is all about the downline, the multiple revenue streams,
They're an entrepreneur. right? A lot of the EXPs come from the or even real. I could see real emerging and definitely making a bigger splash, and that's because of the KW thought process of run your business as a business, be an entrepreneur, et cetera, right? EXP is definitely relished from that opportunity, and so that's where I'm going at with from the Compass standpoint to be able to absorb some of that.
So where do you think So you think Compass is going bankrupt and EXP is going from $12 to what?
I could see them actually going. I think they might even hit 90,000 agents, and if they do that, $20.
$20, okay. I think EXP is kind of a weird one for me.
Yeah, well, let's hear it though, because you're good at this.
Well, because they give a lot of their people stock options, so you never know what the stock's actually doing. But I think it'll be up. I think it'll be more towards like the 20. I think Compass will be bought. Let's go private. And then we got anywhere real estate.
Anywhere's doing great.
The $8 right now. What do you think it's gonna be?
They're profitable. Like, they're the only ones. They're profitable. Like,
I'm
quarter
not familiar
over
with them.
quarter.
I'm not
that familiar with them.
not me neither. Like I don't even feel like I could. I just throw out a random number. Doesn't even mean anything.
Yeah, I don't have enough data.
Anywhere's Century 21, Coldwell Banker.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Realogy.
Realogy.
They
that's
they
news to me.
rebranded.
Yeah,
They-
Anywhere is Realogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Elliot and I are in the dark over here. All right.
Realogy.
We've never
you say Realogy, then
Not in
okay.
stocks.
Now I resonate. Those legacy brands seem to be, again, I think that the whole work mantra is actually going to come back into play. Like, oh shit, things just don't fall, and we actually have to understand price reductions, understand listing presentations, buyer consoles, and running my business as a business. I think that you're going to see some of that, and some of those legacy brands that preach that type of stuff is actually going to emerge. So they're at $8. I think they're going to go in the right direction. I could see. I mean, shoot. If they get to 12, that's 50% up in value. So that would be a pretty dramatic shift. So that's what I would go with.
12. All right.
Sounds good to me.
I think it'd be like 15. Did you already say it?
I agree with Elliot that the legacy brands are going to be, necessary in this market, but I don't think that they're going to perform well in the market because I don't think they're sexy anymore. And so I'm going to go with 10.
10. All right. Cool.
Well,
All right,
we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. As always, we appreciate the opportunity to be here with you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and if you get value out of this, please make sure you share this and give us a review, because it kind of helps us circulate the goodwill in the community. As always, again, thank you so much for tuning in.
See ya.